Hello, all. Welcome back to Melon and Madam. Tonight, make sure that you hit the like button on the way in or on the way out. Make sure that you share the video and then also subscribe. And tonight, we're going to be in other people business because some of our business is too much for us. But something about other people business make you feel good about your business because it could be worse, right? Happy holidays. Gift that keeps on giving. Let's see. So, tonight, the hot topic that we want to talk about is first, backtracking and letting my co-host introduce herself. Y'all, we tired.
Hi everyone, and happy Taco Tuesday. How's everybody tonight?
Period. I'm eating cup of noodles. Disclaimer: emergency rooms are super full. People are very sick, mostly starting with kids. So I'd like to make a public service announcement. Take as many vitamins as you can. Try to have soup, even if it's cup of soup. It's still good for. It's good for that purpose. Stay bundled up. If you're in a place like California where it's super hot 1 minute, still 80, and then it turns into 50, and all of that, carry what you need in your car, especially for your children, because your little crumb snatchers, they're getting the rest of us sick, and we have to work. Another thing, keep your little crumb snatcher at home with you if they're sick. And hey, daycare that don't want to pass by on the money, because it don't impact you. Could you spend them kids around when they got a flu? Y'all should still be doing the same things as COVID and checking their temperature on the way in during this season.
They do though. A lot of them do.
Oh,
They check they. That's like with my niece. They check their temperature right when they come in. So they had told Shatia first that she was sick, and then they still let her go to school. Let the bus pick her up. Then the school called. So the daycares, they gonna send them home because they get paid regardless if your kid come or not. They still get their money. So the daycare is gonna be the first one to send them home because they still get paid even if your child don't come.
I thought they're supposed to, so I don't know why they're not sending them home. Y'all, let's not forget, and I'm being very serious right now. Let's not forget, we still have elders, we still have people with underlying issues.
Mhm.
COVID is still very, very prevalent. For Thanksgiving, we had it at the elder's house, our eldest elder, and people walked away with COVID. That means that they were by her with COVID, and thank God
Mhm.
that she didn't get it. We are so grateful, but somebody had it and brought it to our family. I'm grateful I didn't go over there till everybody left because I still have to be careful because of my mother. But she went to emergency yesterday, and while we were in there, she came in by ambulance, and it was still 11 people that got help before her because
Mhm.
that place was filled, bro, even outside. You know where I'm talking about. So even outside, and it just kept being people. And I actually did go up and say something for one couple because they had twins in the infant thing. They was there as long as I was there. I got there at 1. I didn't get back there with my mom, even as her spokesperson, for them to start helping her until 6 p.m. That couple with the babies was still, so many of us was still there and that had been there all that time because the pneumonia-ish cases, they have to take those first, I'm guessing, but it was horrible. But even people in there, like with their kids, wasn't having they didn't have on a mask. They didn't make them put on a mask. Their parents was just letting them cough all over the place. And you got to be very careful. So don't forget that thing is still out there and it's still hurting people. So if you had it and you get sick, you'll get sick worse. So just be careful. Especially with our elders. Those little crumb snatchers, they the ones just passing it everywhere, just coughing.
Yeah, and then they don't be washing their hands and all that stuff.
Mm-mm.
It's nasty.
Mm-mm. It's very nasty. I don't understand. COVID didn't really change anything for me except for wearing a mask because I did everything else. I have hey Alondra, I've always had stuff like the sanitizer, always had that, always had wipes in the car, Lysol, everywhere I go that stuff exists. The only thing I had to add was masks. So it's just interesting to know that people don't do those things to protect themselves.
Well, the strand is weaker now, so I think the flu is hitting harder than COVID now, like as far as the symptoms.
Because you already had COVID. When I got COVID the second time, I got COVID and the flu. And remember, that's the time that almost damn took me out. I was out for 2 weeks for that time.
Yeah, because the when
And I
I
got the shot too.
last time I didn't, it was the flu was worse for me. Like the flu was way worse than COVID, but
Okay.
nothing beats that first COVID. That first COVID, girl.
Girl, that one had my eyes burning. My tears was hot.
Yeah, I thought
And,
that's the one. I thought I was gone. I was like, Lord, is this the way I'm going through COVID?
no, no. Hey,
And
cousin. I was in Atlanta in the bed. You know that's bad. I didn't even do nothing. I was so sick. So for tonight's hot topic, I don't know if y'all saw this just tickled me and I don't know why. I don't know why. Let me show y'all what CMurder said when he responded to Monica. We can still talk about these people. They need to get their sons. I need these
yeah, because
mama sons.
when I read it, I was like, it literally don't even make no sense. Like she
It,
didn't say nothing bad about him. Like
no, no. And the only reason she acknowledged that it brought up him at all is because somebody has
I
said,
asked, yeah, when she said Anthony,
yeah,
but it said they seen her with that other man.
right. So for people that can't see it, let me go ahead and read it for you. So he actually posted this. Now, I'm gonna say two things. First, if you in there, how you posting and you a celebrity, but you fighting for your life, you're not supposed to be on social media. But okay. Um,
Is he doing Fed time though? Because I think in the Feds you can.
you can be on social media. I know
Mm-hmm.
that some have it. I just heard that some have it where you can be on Google and all this other stuff, but not all of them have it. But this is what he said. I don't know why someone feels the need to publicly bash a person that's fighting for their life. I am a black male fighting and hoping for freedom one day. Want to speak on something? Let's talk about freeing us Louisiana inmates still held illegally and unconstitutionally by a racist Jim Crow law, though a non through a non-retroactive. Y'all, it's not me. I'm telling you, it's the lines on
Yeah,
this
it
thing.
was, girl. The way I read it too, I did just like you. I swear.
Because right there the lines start coming in. That's why I'm reading it to him. 10 to 9 unanimous jury facts. Um, I am asking all celebrities against racism to visit this website and retweet to help relieve modern day slavery and to sign our petition for freedom. Thanks. Yeah, that's why I read it because it's not really clear, even reading
It's
it on
not.
the thing. Mm-mm. But you fighting for your freedom? I mean, you are. I mean, you
Well,
are.
they denied his Oh, I can't think because these damn cramps.
Listen, Master P been trying for a very long time, but in the last, I think it's been like 3 or 4 years, within that window, he came out and said because people was on him so much, like, how are you doing all of these different things with the city, meeting with the mayor, making change, all of these things, but you're not making a change with your own relative or whatever? And why you not making sure that he's okay, doing your best for it? And he's like, y'all want to know the real fucking problem? The real problem is the same problem that got his ass in there. The same things that he's doing. And this is from a family perspective, not saying he's guilty or innocent. Think about what I'm saying as something you're telling to your kid. Like your badass attitude is what got you in the position to even be considered to have these things stick. Okay. I'm not saying he's guilty. I have no idea. But he was like, even through going through different things, so many people feel like I should do this and I should do that. I got my own damn kids, my own family, and trying to help somebody that's hard headed and is focused on the wrong things and is not making it easier for you, right? Because it's easier when the person, whether it's okay or not, when you're in those situations, it's best to be non-problematic.
Mm-hmm.
It's best to participate in things. It's best to give off that image. It's best to play the game. It's best to play chess. And too many people be playing checkers and then wonder why shit don't move for you. You can say that Jim Crow shit all you want to. And I say Jim Crow shit because the reality is the reality. We're still living in the shit. Just because it's not right don't mean it's going to go away. And it damn sure ain't going to go away just for you. Like, it's you don't want to get out. Because if you do, you have to do certain things. If it was me, if I'm fighting for my life, bro, and I'm trying to make it home safe,
I'm gonna be on my best behavior.
I am. I am. Even those things that might humiliate you, because we're humiliated for free. And it's sad. I'm not saying I condone it or I agree with it, but at the end of the day, if your biggest thing is to get back home to your family, what's more important? Because I'm not even gonna lie, for my kids, even my god kids, I sell my whole body with no questions. I would, because that's what you. I mean, if I didn't have nothing else and they hungry, or we're gonna get put out, something like that. The last, it's not fair. We know that already. Okay, now that we know that, then what? Then what? I don't understand. And using things like we and all of that, that looks like a
Mhm.
problem person to them. Because who is we? What are y'all talking about? Are you forming groups to go against like all of those things come off wrong, even when we're not wrong. So when you kind of do have a past that's sketchy, you want to look like you turned around, and it's been a whole lot of years.
Yeah.
Oh, thing for us, let me tell you, we have good news. Yes, it is, Alondra. That is the key. Like for real, for real. Thank you, friend. I really like it. I feel like I
I
look
was
like
just about to
Jessica
say too
Rabbit.
that that go it go perfect with your skin tone.
Thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Compliment of a woman is amazing because I'm telling you, I think I look like horse shit. I don't like this color, but
It
thank you
it
very
go
much.
perfect with your skin. It goes perfect.
Maybe I'm not used to seeing it like more of the red. I
Yeah.
feel yellow right here. I won't even wear makeup, but I'm taking the compliment and I do appreciate it. I'm just discussing with my good girlfriends how it makes
You
me
just what you
feel.
know. Once everybody else tell you, then you'll start getting
Girl,
used
did
to
you
it.
know I'm finna walk into work tomorrow like I own the place? Girl, you already know. I'm a pin curly tonight because I was gonna wear it in a bun.
Yeah, you
No.
just gotta get used. It took me a long time to wear color. I just felt
Yeah.
like I was too dark to wear color, but then
But color
Michael,
makes us look different. Like it brings out
I just in my
features.
mind, that's in my crazy
It's
old
in
mind.
all our mind. I'm doing the same thing. That's what I'm
Yeah,
agreeing
like
with
I'm
you.
too dark to wear that. And I remember Michael, crazy old self, used to always be like, "You need to put some blonde in your hair," and I'm like, "That's the color I'm not about to put in my hair."
Hmm.
Now, girl, I'll wear blonde in a minute.
I think that everything that we learned, I think that's what I'm going to teach in the nonprofit next. Everything we learned, we need to unlearn it and try. I was talking to Giovanna Jojo. We call two people Jojo. So Giovanna, after we went to see The Color Purple on Sunday, her chapter went and my chapter went. We rented out the theater or whatever. But it's different things that triggered things in us. So we was talking about it after, and one of the things that we was talking about is how women are still viewed. It kind of hit a nerve off of what we just talked about last week and how
Mm-hmm.
I was a woman for this is this, but the trans community. And it was something about when Mr. said, "You black, you ugly," and he said, "You're a woman." When he said that, it just did something. It didn't make me feel good. So I'll give a review after the movie comes out. We
I
got to
was
see
about
it
to
though.
say because you like the third person I seen that said they went to go see it. So
Yeah, we got to
what
see it.
what did they do? They did a preview for it because it don't come out to Christmas, right?
Yes. So when you're in certain um affiliations, you can get a private screening. So basically we got a
Oh,
private, yeah, we got a private screening, but by the time I got to even tell y'all so that you could come if you wanted to, because I could have gotten tickets for everybody. They sold out that fast just from our chapters. All of our SARs went, so it filled up the whole theater. So I didn't get
yeah. I
to.
said I'll probably go on Christmas. I ain't got nothing else to do, or that weekend. I want to see that, but I've been seeing so many people see. I like, and I went to go look at the movies. Like, look online. Like, did he come out?
No,
Or my
no, it's not out yet.
oh,
But him saying that, so we were talking and we brought up how, or I brought up how I was I'm still looking for something to wear for my birthday photo shoot for the brand. I've moved it back like 3 or 4 times because when you get in a season of things that you're going through, and I started the season out trying to feel better, but things happen. And I'm still trying my best to move forward because I know that these people will want me to in the same way and live out loud. Nonetheless, I've moved it back. I want to use color, but my initial thought was I need to wear black. I'm plus size. So even if I wear black with something, I need black. But I bought for this last event we had to do the red carpet. I bought all black and I didn't like anything that I put on, but then I put on something with color and I liked it. The black made me look bigger than the color. And I
Really?
just didn't, yes. And I just didn't like it. And I even took pictures like I was having a really bad day. Some days you just have bad days. I was
Mm-hmm.
having a really bad day, but it did. But in doing that exercise, that's one that I've learned through therapy that comes with when you lose a significant amount of weight, you still see yourself the way that you were, versus what you look like. So I took pictures and the stuff with my with Terry, my really good friend, on the phone and sent them to her, and she was like, no, they're fine, but I didn't see it. So the exercise is that you're supposed to look at those pictures again after you come home. um, if anybody ever notices one of my tags, I do my pictures when I get home. I don't do them before I leave because sometimes if I do them before I leave, again, I don't see myself the way that I look. When I get home, I'm back safe. I'm back in my safe space. And it's a small amount of time, but it still happens, and it happens the most when I'm the most sad. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, but there are things that I brought that all up to say, try it. Try different things. Live your best life with whatever you were told that makes something off the table for you. I say still try it. I say still try it because that might be your next favorite thing. And you keeping yourself from it simply because of what we have been taught
Mm-hmm.
all of our lives. And a lot of it was protective measures. Um, our ancestors didn't know no better. The generation before us was different. Um, but we can try different things. We could do it. So now the main topic for tonight. We said it. We said it. So it broke this afternoon. We have to switch topics because it broke this afternoon that Young Miami is now being attacked for her affiliation with P. Diddy. And they are allegedly saying that she has involvement and knowledge and she couldn't be that close without knowing. So she needs to be held accountable too. And
Bro, she
they
just
should.
got into this. That's crazy. I'll let you finish.
No, no, no. Please go. You
That I
know.
just think that that's stupid. Like she barely just got with this man. So yeah, she did know, but look at all those people all these years. So just because she messing with him, she supposed to tell right now? Like what about all the people that knew for all those years that didn't say nothing? Come on now. The people just be picking and choosing. Everybody want to be blame somebody. That girl did not have nothing to do with that. She was after Cassie. So what was she supposed to do?
Bro, did you see the part where they even so like
I
I
didn't
said,
see nothing. I didn't even see nothing. Girl.
oh man, I sent it to you.
But you know I've been with my mom all day and laying down with these cramps.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. So oh hold on. So what had happened was the additional part that I did not like is they tried to the person that did this tried to put out as well that her behavior. Oh, well, anybody who acts like that and sings about these different things, they have to be in the know and probably helping him do some of those things. And then this is where my gears really switched, and I got extremely pissed off. Okay. They tried to say that, well, how she's arguing back and forth with that girl Gina. Um, she's obviously aggressive and showing traits.
First of all, that girl Gina, that's the one that she said that P Diddy. She said the one that went on top, right? and was saying that he made her get an abortion and he used to beat her up. But she's the same one that goes back and forth with Miami saying that that's her nigga. Girl, get the fuck up out of here. That's what I be saying. Sometimes it's good that I don't see stuff like that because that's when I'm gonna go argue with somebody in the comments, and I try not to do that no more. Cause I'm like, y'all.
Well, I was in the comments.
Yeah, like make that make sense. This is the same lady that was accusing P. Diddy of beating her up, making her get abortions and everything. And then when she see Young Miami with her, now she all up on her things about that's still her man and all that. Girl, you sound like a clown.
Well, wait, let's even backtrack even more. In that particular interview, I'm going to find it and I'm going to clip it so you guys can go look at it. This what I don't like. If you have a certain kind of skin tone, you can do different things. Both those ladies, Cassie and her, have been very honest with some shit that people let just completely go. In that girl's interview, remember she said when Tasha asked her, well, why now? Oh, well, I loved him. Or why was you with him? I loved him. Oh, and the money was real good. He really takes care of me and my daughter. But the money stopped. She said it right there in that interview, Ro. You heard it too. I'm going to clip it.
That's what I'm saying. She should.
But the second thing that you told us, remember, she left that interview by his jet. He sent his jet to come get her at that interview. He basically had cut her off. She didn't cut him off. And she immediately went back to him. This is all before Young Miami. So how is Young Miami the one threatening her when she was the one dealing with somebody's man? She was the one still dealing. And now you made her the victim? And Cassie done sat here and said, I know more stories. I know more victims. So how is she held accountable? But
that's
Cassie,
what I'm saying. Young Miami is the Young Miami, the last one. And I like I said before.
How do we know she knows?
But I doubt that. I don't think that he would tell her that. Even if he did, I don't think that he treats Young Miami the same way. Because she just way more vocal than all them and everything. And then another thing, like I said, she's the last one. So what was she supposed to do? All y'all that was before should have said something. Y'all, and if I was Young Miami, I would be cussing all their asses out.
I would, but it literally dropped like 5 minutes before I sent it to you. Yeah, it dropped 5 minutes before I sent it to you.
But if I was her, I probably would cuss them out just because they on some bullshit. But then me being who I am and her, I would probably just be like, you know what, y'all beneath me anyways. Y'all want to be mad about something all the time and all that. Like, I don't even have to entertain y'all. I might cuss them out one good time and then I wouldn't even say nothing else about it. For what? Everybody want to be fake mad about everybody want to be mad about something. That's why I be saying sometimes the internet be irritating. It be so irritating.
It's very irritating. So let me read you one of the comments that really pissed me off. It says, the way I see it, Young Miami is an accomplice and should be held accordingly by the law when it's time to take him down. She never refused money or gifts that Diddy gave her. I'm sure he awarded her lots of financial compensation for partaking in his illicit and vile acts. Therefore, she is just as guilty. Too late for her to distance herself from him now.
Girl, I hope everybody.
But Chelsea literally said that he made me come back by saying he wouldn't drop my video. Everything she did was whether it was okay or not, and he is still wrong. These are two separate things. Don't start no shit, okay? I don't feel like it today. She still have her parts. She never said that man came and dragged her out or dragged her into somewhere. Her words was clear. She let y'all know, yeah, I did some shit I shouldn't have did because this is what I wanted. And since I didn't get it, now I want this. But how could you write this about Young Miami? But she literally she was there.
Barely got in there.
And she was in the thick of it.
Yeah, so it's like, girl, shut up. Girl, that get on my nerves. I'm glad I didn't see that because I'm worked up now and it ain't even me. People get on my nerves.
I'm very offended because we said that this was going to happen to this girl, and I specifically said it was going to happen because of one, how successful she is in this whole situation and how these particular things will not happen to her, that these women, and you could say it's true or not, it ignited jealousy in them because
It did.
I believe it did because she's a star. She just won these awards and they were supposed to be stars. Both of those girls, remember? They that's what they wanted and you didn't get it. So now you said these things,
And it's
but
not like he made her a star. She already was a star. She's a singer.
yes,
She don't need his money or nothing, but his money make. I mean, it
it
helps
helps
quite
her,
a
but
lot.
she, to your point, was
She
on her
don't
own.
need his money. All the rest of y'all need his
Need.
money. Y'all need his money. She don't need his money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
She's
difference
on his
between them.
singing on his.
Like I said before,
Mhm.
it's a give situation with them,
Yes.
with him and her. She promoted his Deleon, and in return, he paid her, gave her her own podcast and everything. She
Sounds
made
like a
him relevant.
partnership in a couple.
Yeah, like come on now, y'all sound real stupid and jealous.
Well, they coming for her with guns blazing. Um, Somebody said he's not really even dating Young Miami. She's a diversion. Uh,
I could believe that, but oh well,
Diddy
I'll
was
be a
meeting with
diversion
her
too.
best friend Saucy Santana. That's who
Yeah, they said
Santana
that.
was talking about when he was talking about when he. Why do people write this way? When he be mentioning he had a sugar daddy that was real bad boy, allegedly. This is a comment. We're reading comments.
Girl, even if it was, they act like they wouldn't do that. That girl get $500,000 a month for an allowance. Would y'all not do that?
But
If
he
all
was
y'all had to
taking
do,
care of the Gina girl and her daughter, and he was taking care of Cassie. So, I
yeah.
mean,
So what's the
if
difference?
y'all just splurged the money, that's your problem. You should have been, if you was in a room with those type of people, because Gina, you never said that he jumped on you for trying to talk to somebody else or whatever like that. He really treated you like the side homegirl, whatever. So why wasn't you in those spaces and instead of sucking the lining out of his asshole, why wasn't you over there networking, trying to do something
Like
different?
Young Miami, look how she
Come
doing.
on, she took her shit and built it. She could have did the same thing. She could have
She
been
could have
like,
just
"Oh, I
been
could just
taking his
jump in
money.
it."
Yeah, just
Come
taking his
on, man.
money and spending it. Look at all the extra stuff that she's done. Got a
She's
podcast, got a
working
game, got pajamas, got clothing line. Like, come
the
on, y'all.
show, steal her own records, and her partnership with her friend, and did
Yeah.
and they did an interview. They don't collide the two because they already know that they're dealing with people in the industry, and that space could get sticky when you start. So they and still spend time with her kids. Like, y'all, don't do her like this. She's not even. And so one of the comments was like, it's different when you do things. He got Cassie at 19, but he got her at 25 or whatever. That's a huge difference. So now it's a huge difference. 25 is not a huge difference. Y'all mad because
And she
she
not
used
even
her
that
street
girl
smart?
is that girl is 30.
No, got her. Oh, wait. What girl's 30?
Young Miami is not
No,
25.
now they're saying when she started, when they started with him, I guess.
And it wasn't even 25 then. Like they only been dating for a couple of years.
But even so, bro, like
They just
she,
girl, they is
it's
some
30-year-olds that don't have no sense. Like, why
yeah,
you
like
mad? Why you mad? Because she about her business and about her paper and making sure that if this on whatever day this terminates, or if it doesn't, that she was building something for her
hell,
children
I
and
don't care
herself as
what
well.
they I just they get on my nerves.
When I
I,
saw it pop up, my stomach just dropped. I just looked like we said this was gonna happen.
mm-hmm.
And do some people get involved into celebrity business and whatnot? Well, yeah, you do. It's called entertainment. But what I don't find entertaining is that I could separate the two. These are still people. These are still people. And when you grow to have your favorite or just somebody that do I listen to any of their music? Probably none.
Mm-hmm.
None. Do I like the way she even hosts the shows? Kind of, but not really, but I do. So it's both. I'm not a super fan, anything like that. But when I look at a young girl who I see has truly made some boss moves, despite whatever the image is, that image she quickly is going back and fixing those things. Like, that's entertainment. It's no different than if you had a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love seeing little brown girls, whatever shade you are, little brown girls that are doing something. We should be proud. And when we see different things coming for them, it's our job to pray for them. You know how they say somebody was praying for me? It's
And
their job
somebody
to pray.
was just think on her thing. She, if it wasn't even for JT, she wouldn't have been nothing. JT put her on. As y'all can see, Young Miami didn't even know how to rap, but JT was like, you gonna be in a rap group with me." She was like, "I don't even know how to rap." It don't matter. So JT put her on it. She said after that, she knew she had to do it. Like that was her chance to be a star. And she ran with it and did what she was supposed to do. Like y'all cannot be mad at that. Y'all
Mm-mm.
cannot be mad at that.
Mm-mm. And they
Y'all,
keep their noses pretty clean. If you really pay attention to things about her, it's no, if you from my age group, it's no tabloid worthy things. All the things puts them. It's not when they catch her doing stuff. Oh, caught her out going to a football game with her kids. Oh, caught her having Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving,
she
things
don't
like
she
that.
don't do nothing.
She's
The
not
only time,
problematic.
even before she got with Diddy, she was just dating. Not, I think her last boyfriend, I think he was something, but he ain't nothing big like that. Like she's a
Okay,
regular Miami girl. Like
that's what she
and
seems
just,
like.
yeah, she just ended up and P. Diddy just liked her. So y'all
Maybe
can't
the
be
new
mad.
Trina. Maybe she seems like the new Trina. I like their
He
interviews.
said
I watched the
Trina
whole thing. I love Trina.
is her godmom or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom and Trina was friends, is friends.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. And look, she could have came up off of that. She could have came up off of so many things. I really like that the business side of things
mhm.
is what if you get a chance, I recommend this. If you get a chance for anybody that you're looking at and they look crazy or you thinking all of these things, just watch one interview from them. Just watch one interview where they get the opportunity to talk and be whatever their real name is versus that character. When you show up as that character, you show up as that
You're
character,
an
right?
entertainer. Yeah, you're
For
entertaining.
entertainment. When I go out and I'm madam, when I go out and I'm her, I'm more outgoing. I'm completely different. Because you're representing your brand. Your brand is what is going to, in their case, keep them where they are and potentially get me where I want to go. But you can never forget if you show up somewhere as that brand, you are that brand. That's why all that fighting and shit like that don't make sense to me because that's your LLC right there. That's your corporation. If I fight, I'm with the shit because some shit then went down and I didn't have no other choice. So it's probably self-defense. But I love that they conduct themselves that way because the reality is when we grew up, they was singing about, look at SWV, you're the one for me. You talking about somebody else's man. We sang that song like it was nobody's business because we all
Girl,
we singing is you're the one for me. We missed the whole first part. I know
they
you somebody
whole
else's guy.
record, them in Escape, they whole records was
You're my
really
little secret.
being side pieces, and we just singing at the top of our lungs.
Because it was sang with so much class. But outside of that, they married, they're doing leading a different life. All of those things. That is what you do
Look
for
at Little
entertainment.
Kim. Look at Little Kim, and Little
I
Kim would
think
say
she's
that.
so sweet. She's
Little Kim
another
said
good
that all the time.
example.
She was like, "It is entertainment. All that stuff she rap about, she does not do."
She's
And
another
look at
really
her.
good
I used to
example,
be
though.
scared of the. Now I throw lips to the. Like,
We should
damn
have
you,
been expelled for some of the shit we listened
girl,
to.
and we singing these things at the top of our lungs. Like we singing that.
I
Why
would just like
was
to put up a thing. I would just want to let mommy know, both mommies. I would just want to let y'all know. Okay, clearly, me and Ro. I can't speak for the other little fasties, but me and Ro. Okay, we learned the lyrics when we got older. When y'all used to be like, "What you know about this song?" This is validation we didn't, because we still saying,
girl?
I didn't even notice that in this song. You just sing the word. You pick the words you like. That line you like. That's how our stuff could be back then. Now it's just so in your face that
Yeah,
it's crazy.
like we didn't really know what we were singing back then. Now
Mm-mm.
they just my booty hole brown and
Right. Because it could be a love song. It could be
yeah,
all of these
it
things the
was
way that you
different.
took it. That was to me, that's real music. These days, it's just it's bad.
It'll leave nothing
But
to your imagination.
none. I
All the
can't make
other
this song
stuff,
what I wanted.
yeah, all the stuff that we were singing about before, it still left things to our imagination because clearly we didn't know what we was singing about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All of that from Guy to everybody. Y'all, some of them damn songs was played at weddings. Talking about Jesus. Some of them songs was played at weddings because you
Which
get
one?
um it's a song by Guy.
Not Goodbye Love.
Uh-uh. It's a song we should oh my God, give me a minute. I'll think of this. I sing it all the time too. Oh my gosh. Now I want to Google it. But um these girls these days, I guess in keeping with the times, famous guys. Um, I actually love Let's Chill.
Oh, for the
Uh-uh.
time.
Y'all, that's my toxic trait. I will sit here and try to figure something out so I don't feel dumb
I
in
would
my
do that
head.
too.
Not right now. Versus just Googling the shit, because you could literally type in your question however you have it, and it'll figure it out for you because so many other people have typed in that same question the way you did. Google is your best.
Last chill.
Yes,
Last chill.
child. I'm trying to tell you. We was listening to these songs and it was
Girl,
like,
I love that.
hey,
That's why I'm telling you. That's my nieces, my great nieces, even my nieces. Until you only listen to old school. I mean, that's the music that I like. Like I'm still gonna listen to the 90s and the early 2000s and some of the 80s. Like it just came out today. Like that's the music that I like. I don't really like the new music out now.
hey guys, I'm wondering, do you guys wonder? Question. Okay, drop the answer in the comments. What are the wedding songs gonna look like 10 years from now?
Or the stuff that we still playing now. Cause it's nothing out now that somebody could play at no wedding. It's nothing.
Not even to hand the DJ. You wouldn't even be able to hand the DJ half of that list because when you make your wedding list, I think we had 300 songs on ours, and it was great for us because of the era that we came from, and we picked which songs we would allow to cussing in because some of them, like you just can't say what's my favorite word, bleep, and you got to say bitch, like we want that in there. But every song wasn't like that. It was songs to accommodate. It's your day, but your guest came to your day, so
girl,
you can't be.
I swear to God, nope, nope,
Bro,
nope.
I do not think even for mom, you would not have okay, if it was all Suki kind of music, you would not do
Oh
any.
no. But
This
I
is
don't
what
listen to that kind of music.
but this is what I'm saying. In 10 years, what are we going to have? Because our list, y'all loved our list, but we had a list that included things that are not so bad because that's not what our music is like. That's not even
It's
what we
still
like.
gonna have to be our music. Cause I literally can't think of nothing.
I can't think of
I
how they
literally
could put
can't think of
together. You need
nobody.
300 songs.
I literally can't. We have to still be listening to our music because this stuff now,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't even. They don't even have love songs.
And if they beat words out, it's gonna be beep, 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 beep. Like it's not gonna they don't make clean versions of things anymore because there's no way to translate it to a clean
Yeah, I was just about to say
song.
they play like Sexy Red and stuff on the radio, but I don't listen to the radio to know
I don't either.
because she's so she's not commercialized now, but she's so worldwide now. I wonder, do they play her stuff on the radio?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't listen to the radio either. So I don't know.
That's gonna make me listen to it tomorrow just to see what songs.
I've never heard a song of hers.
You haven't? Oh, I'll say the song that I know that's out now of hers, but I guess, well, you know all the Booty Hole Brown and all that. But a
So
song
that
that
was a real song. I thought that was something
that's
she
real.
said.
No, that's in the song. Pound Town.
Oh,
Pound Town. Um,
you know
the
Q be
song
talking
that
about
she has
that.
out now with Drake, Hands on Your Knees. I know you heard that song because they play it everywhere. And it's on the Drake's new album.
Okay, we'll try after. We'll try after the show to see if
Yeah,
I
she
listen to it.
is.
Yeah,
I know.
I listen to the same stuff
I do.
or because we have so much music that even sometimes something will play and I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot about this song. I do listen to new stuff. Like, let me tell y'all who I got stuck on. I got stuck on Summer Walker for the longest time.
Oh yeah,
Reciprocate. I know my neighbors was tired of
I
me.
love that song.
Oh baby. When I heard that song, I was like, why haven't I listened to this, baby?
But see, she still don't have no. Summer Walker is like the new Keisha Cole's. Not as,
Okay.
but it's like, you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
as far as like their music, like she has the heartbreak music, like Keisha
Yeah.
Cole's.
The
Um,
stuff people is really going through.
yeah, they do. Okay, I'll take that back. They do have some people like Coco Jones.
Oh, I like
Real
her
good.
too.
Coco Jones. It's some other people shit I can't remember, but I know she's good. It is some people, but it's far and few. Because when I watched that BET Awards,
I
I
missed
mean
it.
the Soul Train Awards, even though that Soul Train Awards was ghetto as hell outside in the cold in Atlanta, they giving the people blankets in the audience. They ain't have no heat lamps or nothing. The actual performers was good. And it was crazy because it was literally in the background. It was in the backyard of a mansion. So ain't no real celebrities gonna come to that. Now they had the celebrities that did perform. They performed and then left. I didn't see them in the audience like you would a regular Soul Train Awards afterwards. So that, well, let me see who was a real performer. SWV and T Pain. That was the only real performance they had there.
What?
Everybody else that performed there was like new people. And I swear to God, every person that they had performed was actually very good. Like very
Okay.
good. What's the other girl that sung over and over? I could do this over and over. Or do it
Oh,
say
her?
her? She had another song that she was singing. It was good. They had people I never heard of. That girl, oh, she used to wear the bow tie in the suits all the time, and now she didn't.
Janae Aku or something like that?
Yeah, she sang a new song on there. I liked, like everybody they had on there really actually was very talented. Like I was like, dang, so is this what it took for us to see new people for them to have it because they had it in the backyard? But everybody was actually good. And I was surprised because you don't see that really that often now because everybody is so trash nowadays. Everybody listening to Sexy Red or Krishan and Blueface and
But you know what? When we was growing up, we actually had BET. We had networks that were specific for our people. What we are allowing to happen now is for social media to tell us who is
who.
important and who is popping because everybody that you just named, they're phenomenal in what they do. They really are,
Mhm.
but they're not in the front. And they're not in the front because they're
Right.
not on social media like that. Where the fuck is your marketing team? Like that's
They don't have.
insane
I
to
think
me.
they don't
You
have
shouldn't even
marketing.
be running your own social media. You should have one as your brand. That's
I
crazy.
even think that they don't have a marketing team no more. I think they don't have talent scouts.
I
They
don't
don't
think they have
have talent.
PR.
Yeah, they don't have the talent classes or whatever you call the people
Mm-mm.
that
Coaches.
get, yeah, that get them ready to be out there because they don't have no stage performance. They don't know how to perform. It's just like they get up there and just,
Oh, like a stage presence? No, they
yeah,
don't.
they
If
don't
they're
have
not
your
formally
stage
trained no
presence.
more.
They don't. It's nothing. So that's why when Aubrey says that stuff from about P Diddy, she be like, "We went through the ringer with him." So when she be telling people like, "I know what to do" and all that because we had talent coaches back in the days. They don't have that no more. So I think they don't
No,
have
because
they.
social media made you rich.
Yeah, you
So
don't. All you gotta
I
do
don't
is
need this.
all you got to do is have one hit single and you made it. Just think how these people have one hit single and they be out there like they got millions of dollars. And you be like, well, these, like, damn, how did y'all do that? So they don't have to have no talent really nowadays. All you got to do is have a hit song.
And you got to make the next one, whatever was great about one, if it's that they talked about brown buttholes in this one and that's what stuck out, next time they're going to talk about two brown, but they're going to increase what they are doing no matter what
Yeah,
it makes
but
them look
like
like.
her, like Sexy Red, she said when she said that, because I didn't think that was a real song either, because I was like, I know ain't nobody talking like that.
Right.
And that's when she was like, y'all just picked that one piece out the song, like the whole song don't say that. But the fact that you even had that in your song, ma'am.
That's how you know nobody's coaching you, because they would have told you a better
But
way to
this
say it.
generation likes it. Just think, she's a new artist, and literally she just went on tour and sold out her whole tour by herself. Nobody else with her. And don't know new ain't no new artist been able to do nothing like that. She literally sold out her whole tour, every tour date by herself,
Yeah.
because she has an audience. They like hearing it. So they're gonna buy it. I think it's more ghetto ratchet people in the world than classy now.
Oh,
Like,
it is for sure.
they're
It
gonna
is.
buy that stuff.
I just want all of the young ladies. I'm proud of all of them. As long as you're doing, if you staying safe and you really not being okay with having several STDs or taking Plan B pills like Skittles and all that other stuff, if that's not who you truly are, at some point you're going to recognize what you're doing to our community. You know better than a drug dealer sometimes. You're not, because you're putting
Yeah.
that stuff into our community. And when these girls going out here doing this stupid shit because they think that it is okay, and some little boy could get in their ear better and they play off of it, and then certain things increase in our community. Well, I hope you're proud of the contribution you made to our community. Thanks. At that point is when you're going to try to pull yourself back, and you're going to do like every other center. So all of us, right? We do it in a different capacity, obviously a smaller scale, but you go out there and do all this shit that you want to do. And then you hit that mark where you like, okay, I want to be right. I want to have this type of family. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then you want to clean it up. I
Mm-hmm.
can tell you in that space right there, go ahead and Google how many people pulled out of that space and move forward different. Unless you have your own business that was amazing and it popped or something like that, you're not going to have nothing to stand on, because your counterparts that you're going to be next to that did the work, they're just now meeting you there. You two totally different people. You don't have anything to talk about. They don't respect you in that space, because that's not what you have done to that point. They're not going to care how much money you have. They're going to care what you bring to the table at that point. When you hit a certain age, you're accountable for different things as well. So I will say, y'all might want to look at Miami's formula. I will say that, because
Mm-hmm.
she has done some things that made us be like, what? But right behind it is something like, oh, I could see she's a mom. Or, oh, I could see that was a good business decision. Or, oh, that interview went well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure the rest of that is going to taper off, because now she's starting to admit some of those things. Like, I lied in that interview. I didn't really do that. And it's starting to taper off very quickly. She went up
Mm-hmm.
high and tapered off, but she built while she was doing it. I wouldn't say stay in the stuff forever. I wouldn't say don't Suki it. If you look at the difference between Suki and Miami, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about behavior and strategy. That's all I'm saying. It is a difference. Um,
It's a big difference. Now, both of them is ghetto, but
right.
Miami is more classy with
She's
her. Like, she
hood.
still,
Like
yeah,
us. We're hood.
yeah, she really is. Cause,
She's ghetto. She's hood.
yeah, yeah.
Because remember, just a bit ago, Suki did an interview with Tasha K and was saying, I'm classy now. She got into it with Bobby on when they did the Love and Hip Hop Miami. Remember when it came back out and she was doing her song release or something, and he came there. He was like, "Girl, dog, you know you're not gonna do that." And she got in a whole fight with him and cussed him out. I'm not her anymore. It didn't last two
And then
seconds.
you out here popping Plan B, talking about it
And
tastes
being walked
like bean.
and stuff, and talking about you want to get your stuff stretched
While you in London and around all those high class people, I
that
just
you
don't
can
like
go to
that.
jail for.
Yeah, like they don't. It's just a place, a time, and a place for that. Now, like we said, we ghetto. I know I'm still ghetto too, but I know
I'm
how to.
not ghetto. I'm hood. She's ghetto.
Okay, yeah, whatever. We hood, whatever. We
Yeah.
know how to turn it off. We
Yes.
know how to turn it off and on. I'm not about to go in front of no castle in London and talk like that. Like that's crazy. Like, and then that's why they look at us the way they do and treat us the way we do because people that act like that. Like that's crazy.
That goes to show your ignorance, though, because with all of the different countries exercising their rights to enforce certain laws, like yelling at somebody in Dubai as a woman and you could be in jail, wouldn't you check and see what the laws are before you go somewhere again, not as yourself, not as what is her name, Destiny or Desiree? It starts with a D. But you're going as Suki. Don't you want to know what Suki can do when Suki gets there? Yes, this location that's a club that's on the black side of London might have booked you, or the biggest coliseum there. But you were supposed to be that character when you walk in that building. When you're walking on a regular street, don't you want to know what you can do? Do you even know that the whole country can tell you that you can't come back? America doesn't really do it like that, but them other countries, they do.
Yeah, they
They
do.
tell you you can't come back
They'll get rid of us so fast.
in a minute. You could have one concert date this day and one this date, and you'd have pissed them off this day, or you'd have pissed them off 5 minutes before the show, and they'll tell you get out. And have the police there to pack your stuff up, escort you. They making sure you get on that plane. Other countries are very, very strict. Um, as Mr. said, you're a woman. We don't get to all the popping off and even getting smart, even watching your tone. All of those things we have to especially do in other countries. What were you thinking? And you recorded it. Oh, and they could put you in jail for just so many things. So if you're gonna make different decisions, live your life. It's your life. Like I said, we all do it. It's just on a smaller scale, but it happens. So before we wrap up, we're almost at the hour mark. I'm gonna have to change the title. But did you get a chance to see Brooklyn? Is that her name?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, so we'll talk
But
about that next week.
yeah,
Yeah, next week we'll do
because
Tuesday.
I just seen part of it, and I need to
Okay.
watch the whole thing because you see, I was like, that ain't why she went to jail. Hell.
Girl, the way she broke that shit down, and it's obviously public information. So, and you know Carlos, if he read word for word everything, I'll just give you a cliffhanger if you haven't seen. You could go watch it on Carlos. For
Carlos
everybody
King.
that
Hmm.
hmm Carlos King, for anybody that wants to join us for the conversation next Tuesday. But I'll give an example. One of the things was stolen social security numbers.
But the thing is that's why when I told you, I said she didn't just go to jail for that. Anybody can buy a CPN, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's stolen. They don't
So
need
that's not what it was for. You want to hear what it was for?
for what?
You and Tia stay together. You help Tia with her kids. Tia tells you, sis, you go ahead and claim them. You've been helping me with the kids. And I'm not gonna get nothing back anyway. You just stole Tia's kids' social security number. That's how they got her. They layered the fuck out of her stuff. And so now let's take it a step further. Because she did that, her PPP loan was 47,000. It was on her real business. She claimed her only herself as her one employee, filled out everything right. But because you claimed Tia's child on your on your taxes, and those are the taxes used to file that paperwork, that's a felony too. Now, because your paperwork is false for that loan because of that. Now, because the IRS, when you filed your taxes, did electronic transfer, that's now wire transfer because it went from their bank to your bank. Y'all, we don't pay attention to that little writing on the bottom that has so much stuff in there. Each
But I
thing
think
is,
they just must wanted to still make an
it's in the court notes. So they told her, we're going to make an example out of you because
yeah.
it's in the court notes. And that's what's really messing her up. That is why she's going for an appeal. She named off 5 or 6 cases where it was one person was 1.8 million. They got 9 months and 2 years probation. She got 4 years and 5 years probation. Somebody did direct bank stuff. She was like, I'm okay with what I should be in trouble for, but some of this, I didn't know that this led to this and that was not okay. I
Oh,
really
okay,
did.
yeah, because that's what I thought it
They
was.
they they layered the fuck out of her stuff.
I thought it was
It's
it
sad.
was CPN because I'm like, white people do CPNs all the time. Like it
So
couldn't
the
have.
CPN is what was actually illegal. I can't, based off of this, now that I know,
I
I
think it's
read
dependent
and did
on
my
because
work.
they say that they tell you all the time the white people use CPN, but I guess it's only certain ways you can use the CPN because that's supposed to protect your
That's
actual.
what I thought, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's what
She
I'm saying.
said she
It
got
could
in
have.
trouble. I
That's why I
noticed
said it didn't make sense about that because so many people, and just think how many
they
white
was
people.
gunning for her. That's it. Point
Yeah,
blank period.
like it's come on now. We
Especially in St. Louis, she said that they was like they never had this like publicity and things like that. So when they had their name in People magazine, they was doing interviews specifically about those things and all of that. They literally made a mockery and they just wanted to be on the case because, oh, I'm going to be on the show. Because this started happening back when she was on the show. And so she
Mhm.
was like, it just, she was like, I don't understand why me. I've never been in no trouble. I didn't do nothing. I didn't get, she said, even off the CPN, it was only $12,000. I thought, I was told, I went to a real credit person. I was told the way you build up your credit and get the things that you need, you could start with this when it's a fresh slate.
And
She
that's what they tell you. That's why
yeah,
I
she
said
said,
I
I
don't.
physically walked in the banks and got the card to match. I paid the stuff. And I even read as Asia, I read that if you do it that way, it's not
It's
illegal because
right.
you're actually paying. It's people that take them and run them up and don't
And
pay.
they don't put
Yeah,
exactly.
I thought the same because I've been looking for everything since my identity was stolen, which we actually have to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about it next year. Don't make me emotional no more. But yeah, I looked into all of that. So it was saying if you pay it, you're fine. So what was she supposed to think at 25? And she was paying it. It's not like she used it to buy all these exorbitant things and then blew it out. When you hear it, you're gonna actually feel like, damn, they really can do whatever they want to do to us. It's
Hmm.
not good. It's really messed up. None of it. And again, like she said, it's in the court document. So I can't lie. Did you really look at what it said? And and she laid it all out, which is true. It's gonna be there, so she couldn't lie.
Yeah,
But
I'll
it just
show you.
really
You know
made me
me.
feel bad.
I'm gonna look at all the court documents and everything. I'll be wanting to see everything. That's
Yeah,
why I was like, let me, because I just seen that one clip of it.
yeah.
That's why I'm like, nah, she ain't went to jail for that CPN. That's the only
No.
thing.
Remember, it's
That's why.
15.
Oh,
It's 15 counts. Remember, it's 15.
mhm.
But like she said, if it was 15, like the CPN, if she went to US Bank, boom, one. Navy Credit, boom, two. They did separate ones for each one instead of
Oh,
they did her dirty. They did her dirty. They did her dirty. They did her bad. They did. And that's not cool. Like it's child not good people that get less time. And like she said, I'm not saying I shouldn't get anything. She said, I knew some stuff might not be okay. She said, but hell, if you use somebody's food stamp card, I hope you know the same shit could happen to you. If they want to come for us, they could do whatever they want to do. She said, that's what I've learned in this. And
yeah, that's
if
true.
you're a celebrity, be very, very careful because everybody's in search of clout now. And
Hmm.
it's just y'all see why I say I feel safe once I get back in my house. It's sad out here. It's sad. So we will be talking about that next week. Where I will have Rose because she loves this stuff. Break down the actual charges, and then we will say how we feel after we hear how she breaks. So I'm gonna read the court paper, and then Rose is gonna break it down into everybody else's terms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because um,
yeah.
yeah, some time to read it.
But listen to him first and then read it because he
No, I
read it.
am. Because
That way when you read it, you'll get to,
yeah, I like
certain
Carlos
things is
King
right there in your
anyway.
face, but you don't see it because the words they use, and then you look and be like, oh shit. They had it like she had out there burning through. I was pissed because I'm a victim of identity theft. I was pissed thinking you one of the people that's ruining my life. Like, leave us alone. That ain't even what it
Because
was.
me going into it before I even see anything, that's what I thought she was doing. That's the way
Me
they put it
too.
out there. Like
Me
she
too.
was out being
Carlos
the
said
same.
the same thing. He was like, I was mad. Like, how could you do this? It's not even this serious. She even got fired from the fire station the day she from the radio station the day she walked out of court. I think they did her dirty because like she said, she's been very open about everything that's been going on, exactly what everything was. but then as soon as it's on certain mainstreams, you literally call her right away and you terminated her. Like, that's not, I don't think that's cool. And I will boycott that radio station. But something is better for her. She built her momentum there. Now with this, she could probably get her own channel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. I actually like her. I love pretty brown girls. That's doing their best. She got degrees, put her sisters through school, all kind of stuff. So I like to learn about people. That way you could connect with them on a human level. I think we need more of that. So, anything else you want to say, Ratchet, so you could go lay down and nurse yourself?
Look, I'm like, no.
Okay.
Any doctors out there are willing to give hysterectomy. That's what I want to say.
Are you soliciting?
Yes.
The Melanin Madam LLC does not support does not support and insert whatever law I need to protect me, okay? This girl crazy. So
Take it out.
Actually, it could be a real doctor in a real hospital. Hit her up. Holler at your girl. So that is it from us tonight. Where can we catch you tomorrow? Yeah.
Talk to Rose at 8:00
on YouTube.
Yeah, thank you guys. Whatever. Look, I'm like,
she's not feeling good, y'all. She took one for the team tonight. So thank you very much. And everybody have a good night. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Good night.
Yeah, love still exists.